All right, if you want to date an older woman but aren't sure how to attract her, then this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 5 easiest things you can do to make an older woman like you want you and crave you in a sexual way without playing games or acting like somebody that you're not. If you've only dated women your age or younger, you will need to make some shifts in your approach. But once you make these small adjustments, you can effortlessly attract the older women you find yourself drawn to. Even if you are older and want to attract older women, this video is for you. So if that sounds good, pay attention and do exactly what I say in the next few minutes. Let's dive in. I'm Marnie, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own personal wing girl. Every week, I give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any girl you like. So just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss out on a video. One thing that will certainly attract older women is having them think you are younger than you are, and you can do that by taking care of your skin. Knock 5 to 10 years off how old you look. Taking care of your skin is not just for women anymore, and that's why I am excited to tell you about today's video sponsor, Tiege Hanley. Tiege Hanley is one of the world's top skincare lines for men and will help you take care of your skin, making it clean, fresh, less wrinkly, and oh so kissable. Tiege Hanley has made taking care of your skin super easy by sending you boxes like this that come with everything you need to take care of your skin. So they have, I'll show you, they have a daily face wash, an exfoliant scrub, an AM and PM moisturizer, SPF with SPF 20. They even give you this cute little instruction card that tells you exactly how to use everything and how much to use, when to use it, but you don't just have to take my word for it, because they have over 5,000 5-star reviews from customers around the globe. And because Tiege is sponsoring this video, they're offering you an amazing deal. So if you just click the first link in the description box below, you get 40% off your first skincare system plus a free gift. As a member, you'll also get 20% off for life. And by the way, you have 2 gifts to choose from that are valued at $20 each. You have a silicone body scrubber or a nail, face, and grooming kit. So I prefer the scrubber because I love having super soft skin all over my body. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today. Okay, here are the 5 ways to sexually attract an older woman. Tip number 1, make her feel attractive. Duh. As a woman goes into her 30s, her 40s, her 50s, even higher, her physical appearance will no longer look the same as she did when she was in her 20s. Trust me, as a woman who is in that age range, this is one of the hardest parts about getting older. We walk around feeling unseen, at least compared to our younger selves. And this can eat away at our confidence and have us believing that our sex appeal is depleting, if not gone, and that we are no longer attractive and sexy. We miss getting the attention that we got in our 20s and early 30s. That's why one of the ways to stand out in her mind and make a great impression on her is to show her that you find her physically attractive. You see her and notice her and deem her sexy on the outside and cannot wait to get to know her inside. The good thing with older women is that you don't have to be subtle and clever about it. You could just directly say to her and give her compliments like, "That dress looks incredible on you," and like eye her up and down. Or, "You look gorgeous. I'd be mad at myself for the rest of the day if I didn't come and say hi." Or if you start talking to her in a more friendly way and casual way, 2 or 3 minutes into the conversation, you could be like, "By the way, you're gorgeous. I'm totally gonna start hitting on you in a minute." Point is, you don't have to hide your attraction for her. You can be very overt and direct about it. Reveal it early in the interaction without shame or hesitation. Be bold about it. Another thing older women love and crave, which is being bold. It's only gonna make her like you more. Okay, so tip number 2 is you gotta keep it fun and you gotta keep it playful. As we get older, life gets more serious. It gets less fun, more obligation, more people to worry about, more stressors in our lives. What most younger guys tend to do when flirting with older women is try to age themselves up, when really what attracts older women is the fact that they are younger. I'm not talking about maturity levels. I'm talking about a view on life, an attitude. So bring the fun, bring the youth, bring the no sweat, no stress attitude that younger people have the privilege of having, and bring that woman along for the ride. Remind her of her youth, her carefree days where she didn't give a flying F about taxes or deadlines or kids or exes or anything else that's too adult. Showcase your playful, non-caring, youthful side instead of hiding it. So how do you do that? You do that by being fun. Take her places that some guy her age would never take her to, that only a younger man can get away with going to. Make out with her in public. Be spontaneous and open. Be young and free. If you can be a guy that's fun to be around and can take her mind off of her world, then you are God in her eyes. And if you can make her feel like she's back in her 20s, even better. One of the main reasons an older woman chooses to date a younger man is because she's attracted to that youthful, playful side of you that she can't find in men her age. Older men may have been through the mill and usually have a more jaded outlook on life. You probably don't. And if you are an older man and you don't, that's even better. So bring that lighthearted, fun, loving vibe into your interactions. You don't have to be all jokes all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. You don't have to be the wittiest verbal ninja, but just make sure you don't come across as some stoic, serious guy. Remember, it's not just girls who want to have fun. Women want to have fun too. Regardless of her age, she's always going to be drawn to a guy who is fun and knows how to have a good time. So if you want to be magnetic to women, older women, this is the most important thing there is. Tip number three, be positive. This one is piggybacking on tip number 2. Younger men are more fun than older men because they don't have so many things bogging down their minds, which hopefully makes them more positive. Younger men should have a more positive view on life because they've lived less and their lives have less time to become jaded and bitter and pissed off. Older women also carry this heavy baggage of life around. As we get older and we see more, most often life becomes more serious and negative. Sadly, it's very sad. Not for all and not all the time, but it happens. And if you can be that younger, positive man who sees the glass half full and remind her that her glass isn't half empty, then you can be her king. Tip number 4, be an adult. As I said before, and I'll say it again, the hottest part of dating a younger guy is the fact that he's younger. But younger men does not mean immature. She's not into immature men, okay? If you want to attract an older woman as a younger man, you gotta show that even though you are still younger, you are still an adult, which means immature behavior is a no-no. I'm quickly going to go over what could be deemed as immature behavior from an older woman's perspective. And they usually have to do with habits, actions, attitudes, lack of responsibilities, which is huge, emotional intelligence, or self-awareness, okay? Here's a quick list of behaviors commonly perceived as immature by most people but women, which, by the way, many older men do as well and are not attractive. So if you can nip these in the bud before you get too old, you will be sought after as an older man. So here they are. Overreacting to criticism, getting defensive or lashing out instead of considering feedback constructively. Avoiding accountability, blaming others for mistakes or refusing to own up to responsibilities. Passive aggressiveness, expressing anger or frustration indirectly rather than addressing issues openly. Constantly craving attention, acting out or seeking validation in ways that disrupt social harmony. Inability to resolve conflicts, which is ignoring problems, holding grudges, or refusing to communicate. Childish behavior, which is overuse of crude jokes or pranks that are just like, cheesy. Lack of empathy, dismissing the feelings or perspective as others as unimportant. Neglecting responsibilities, which is failing to manage finances, maintain a job, or contribute to household duties. Unreliability, which is breaking promises or failing to follow through on commitments. Playing games, which is engaging in manipulative or immature tactics in romantic relationships. Jealousy and insecurity, which is acting possessive or suspicious without cause. Disrespecting boundaries, which is ignoring the needs and limits of others. Poor hygiene or self-care, which is neglecting yourself and maintaining yourself. I know this is a long list, but it's an important one that you should know for yourself, even if you aren't trying to date older women. Women love and are attracted to men, not boys. Men are mature, at least most of the time, because we're all human. Boys are not. So if you want to attract a mature woman, you gotta be a mature man, even if you're a younger one. Tip number 5, validate her for who she is. An older woman doesn't want to feel like you're only with her because it's some sort of fantasy of yours to be with an older woman. And she definitely doesn't want to sense that you date any older woman who would have you, right? That this is just a fetish. So don't focus too much on the age gap, even if you're talking about it in a positive way. Meaning, don't tell her things like, you look so good for your age. Instead, as you interact with her more and get to know her better, try to validate her on a more personal and specific level. So you could compliment her on her personal achievements or her vibe and her energy or her sense of style, her humor, her intelligence, how she treats people around her, and so on and so forth. Not how she does it as an older woman, but just how she does it as a woman. You don't have to use this as a trick to impress her. Just talk to her and wait for something she says or does, or something you happen to notice about her that you actually appreciate. If you make this genuine, she's gonna pick up on it, and it'll make her feel seen and chosen and get her heart pumping with desire. Number 6, don't shift your personality. If you're talking to a confident and beautiful older woman, it's so easy to feel nervous. And in that nervousness, you might feel the urge to shift your personality to what you think she wants. And this might mean you try to match her interests and hobbies, agree with her on every subject. Again, these are things that every person should not be doing, but you might even try to act older and more accomplished than you really are, maybe even lie about your age or your accomplishment. But here's the thing, 9 times out of 10, an older woman is going to see right through this because she's seen it all before. Women are socially savvy as it is. A mature woman has been around the block enough times. She will smell this crap from a mile away, and it will chase her away in no time. Because this tendency to change your personality to please someone signals that you're not confident in who you really are. And while some younger women can at times be a little forgiving of guys who are not too sure of themselves because they're not sure of themselves either, a mature woman will not tolerate a man who lacks confidence and self-assurance. Speaking of which, I have tip number 7. Be bold, lead, and escalate, escalate, escalate. Whether it's asking her out, holding her hand, going for a kiss, inviting her back to your place, you cannot wait forever to make a move. Women can sense hesitation in a man, and it's a huge turnoff. Once again, a younger woman might be more patient if she's interested in you and give you more time to make a move, to go for it, to be bold. But a mature woman is far less likely to sit around and wait for you. She's gonna want it like right away. She expects you to know what you want and go for it without shame and hesitation. And if you capture her interest but hesitate to move things forward, or you delay or dilly-dally, that interest is gonna fade really fast, and all the work you've put in will go to waste. Secondly, if your plan is to play hard to get or give her mixed signals, thinking that it's gonna make her want you more, you would be completely wrong, okay? It shifts as we get older. This stuff can work on certain younger women, but older women do not want to waste their time at all. We're close to death, so we need to do things fast. I'm just kidding. Chances are she's faced this in the past with guys and has lost all tolerance for this type of flaky and cold behavior, even if she likes you and wants to go out with you. Once she senses that you're kind of messing around with her and playing games with her, she's going to lose interest very quickly. That's why when it comes to attracting and dating older women, the most important rule is to go for what you want without games, without hesitation, and be freaking bold. You would be surprised at the success you have if you get this part right. Now, if you'd like to know how to sexually escalate with a woman from 0, meaning how to go from talking to flirting to taking things into a physical direction, then I want you to click the second link in the description below and check out my best-selling program, The F Formula. The F Formula is my program all about how to flirt, and it gives you a simple step-by-step breakdown on how to have fun, flirty, engaging interactions with women that makes her heart race and gets her tingly all over. And it shows you exactly what to do to move things forward with her without making her uncomfortable or getting instantly rejected. So in other words, it's the A to Z roadmap for creating sexual connections with the women you want instead of just ending up as her friend. And the best part is over 40,000 of my students have followed this exact formula to attract, date, and sleep with beautiful women of their choice, but there's no reason that it cannot do the same thing for you. All it takes is effort. To find out everything about the F Formula, just click the second link in the description below. I've made a very special video for you where I reveal what the F Formula is, how to use it, how to do it, and you can see it right now by clicking that link. And of course, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you found it useful. And as always, I'll see you again next week.